Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Deltre. We are back here again with some more Fire Emblem 12 Lunatic Reverse Mode. On the last part, we completed our training, and today we're going to go on to becoming full-fledged Knights of Altea. Apparently, there was a time skip at some point, as we learned last time. I really wish they would have done more with that. I think it would have helped make Chris not so special, for lack of a better word. Now, I probably should be clear. I really don't like what they did with Chris on the whole. I don't want the whole playthrough to be me just shitting on him, like, constantly, because I could definitely do that. It would be really, really easy. The game gives me more than enough material to make that happen, but I kind of want to sit down and try and figure out where it went wrong, really, and I think that, for me personally, the big thing is that they pile on so much praise to this guy right off the bat. There's no time for us to really get to learn who Chris is on his own, like, who he is as a person, and it makes it feel really, really weird reading some of these lines, especially when you give him, you know, your name. Like, reading all these lines like, Deltre, you're so great, you're so amazing, that feels awkward to me, like, as a person. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if that's exactly what they were going for. I'm not sure if they wanted to just praise the avatar because it's supposed to be a self-insert, and therefore they're supposed to be piling all of this praise onto you, the player. But for me personally, sitting through this, it actually has the opposite effect. I feel awkward just listening to some of this crap, you know, but I don't know. I feel like they missed the mark on it in that regard, but I don't want to spend the entire video talking about Chris. We have more than enough time to do that, but there's one more real quick thing I did feel like I should probably bring up. So first of all, yes, I am going to be playing Fire Emblem 8 still. Don't worry about that, guys. I didn't forget about it. Just having a little bit of trouble with it lately, mostly due to like random little glitches, and also as somebody in the comments had been pointing out, I've been getting a lot of black screens. I try to avoid that sort of thing. I'm not exactly professional or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but I do not want to put up videos that are really poor quality. For the first part of this playthrough, I just kind of left it because it was only a few times, but sometimes it'll be like 10-15 minutes of the video, etc., etc., and I don't feel comfortable putting out stuff like that. And that just happens to be what happened with my most recent attempt to play through Fire Emblem 8. So I have to re-record that, so it'll be a while. It's still coming, don't you worry. And on the topic of video uploads and just consistency and all that, I would expect to go back to like a video a day next week. It's just not been working out for so much for this week, but we should be getting back to normal here pretty quick. Just thought I'd throw that out there for anybody who's been around and wondering what happened, or for anybody who has recently subscribed. Welcome to you as well. But I feel like it would be I feel like that's necessary information for you guys to have. I feel like being transparent with that sort of thing is more beneficial. Now let's move on to Prologue 8. Enough stalling. Really, I'm just talking so much because I don't want to get body bagged. I'm not gonna front. That's the truth. This chapter is kind of hard. Good morning, Deltre. Oh, you changed your hairstyle, didn't you? Wow, it looks great. See, this is what I'm talking about. We just started, and already I'm being complimented for my dashing good looks. It's just so... it's so jarring, especially reading it out loud. It only makes it 10 times worse, you know? You think so? Deltre, what did I do for Cecil? Somehow she ended up as like a southern girl. I don't know how that happened. Deltre, well, it isn't your hairstyle just awesome? Man, you look so psyched. Are you gonna have it like that all the time from now on? Maybe. I kinda like it. Somebody in the comments pointed out I'm looking like Ike. Ike plus a monocle. Let me think about it a little more. I might want to change it back again. Well then, let's leave it at hairstyles and assemble. Today is a big day after all. We're gonna become knights. What could possibly go wrong? Deltre the Wise, today's the day we've been waiting for. The day we accept our knighthood. It's thanks to Deltre the Wise that we've come this far. Aren't you all glad that I can see the commandership to him? Aren't I just the greatest? Oh, Luke, boisterous till the end. But he does have a point. We made it this far because you were here, Deltre. It wasn't just me alone. It was the strength of us as a team. But it was because of you, Commander. Led us that we were able to succeed. I'm honestly grateful. Yeah, me too. Deltre, thank you so much. I'm not very good at accepting praise. Oh man, you're gonna get good real quick, let me tell you. What, are you embarrassed? You're such a cutie, right, Katarina? Indeed, Cecil. Deltre, the time since we met sure has gone in the blink of an eye, hasn't it? I won't ever forget that time we spent together. Hey, is something wrong? I wouldn't expect you of all people to suddenly get nostalgic. And see, that's another thing with the whole time skip thing. I feel like they should have shown more of that. Considering it was supposedly like 3 or so months between chapter 4 and 5, or like somewhere around there, you know. They could have taken the time to flesh out some of these characters a little bit more, or at least given us a better reason to why Chris is so awesome. I'm sure they could have come up with something now, come on. Especially coming after Fire Emblem 9 and Fire Emblem 10, which had pretty solid world building. And those are two games that did really well with the finer details. So, you know, it's not like they don't know how to do this sort of thing correctly. It's just that I feel like they dropped the ball with regards to execution on this title. Indeed. I'm just being a little strange, aren't I? I'm sorry. It's time, everyone. We should head to the ceremony room. Our induction will be held there.
All right, all right. Deltre, to the front.
Yes, sir. In the name of Altia's great ancestor, Henri, and by my name, Deltre, I appoint you a knight. And now you are Altian knights. You've done well up until now. Oh, hey, this is the... I never noticed this before. This is the victory music from, like, OG Shadow Dragon, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Whoa, that's a throwback. I never noticed that. That's neat.
I'm a knight. To think this day has finally come.
I almost didn't think we would make it. I'm so happy, I think I'm gonna cry. Well, I'm not gonna cry or do anything silly like that.
Shut up, Cecil. You're on the verge of tears, and Katarina's just over here being all mysterious. Sire, Jagan. What in the world's happened that's important enough for you to interrupt this sacred induction? It's an attack. Altia Castle is under attack by an enemy force. Oh, jeez. What? How? What are the numbers? I don't know. I just know they're in the castle. I will assume command. You lot stay here and protect the prince.
Jagan off to battle. See, that's where I want to go. I want to go to his map. Because you know he's just off kicking ass while we're handling this situation. Yes, sir. See, we could add Jagan as a playable character and everything. Man, oh man.
Hey, aren't things getting dangerous? Shouldn't we go and help too?
There's no need to be worried. There are plenty of soldiers protecting the castle. If it really is an attack, then... The soldiers won't be able to help because I drugged them.
Oh, and there it is, Katarina. What are you doing?
It won't kill them, but they won't be able to move well for a few days.
Katarina, what are you saying?
If there is someone who can move freely within the castle, they can easily drug the guards or act as a guide for their accomplices. So until you can be trusted, you will spend every day waiting for such an opportunity. Those were my orders.
What? Is this some sort of joke?
Katarina, wait, where are you going? You can't just go outside. I am not Katarina. Excuse me? Forgive me, everyone. My real name is Ein.
See, and there it is. She was the person that that mysterious chick was talking to. What with the dude with the mask and whatnot. Ein is Katarina. So we have just been betrayed. God damn it, dude. That didn't take very long.
My reason for coming here was to kill Prince Marth.
Welp. So that's how that goes. Katarina has stabbed us in the back. Not that it matters. She can't fight or anything, right? It's not like she's some kind of powerful mage or anything like that. But that took a turn for the worse. We have two informations here. The enemy, and then we can talk about the map.
Hey, what the hell is this? Why is Katarina...
I don't know either. But when I think about it, there were some signs. Although I never imagined it would come to this.
Deltre, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna fight Katarina?
We are knights. Protecting Prince Marth is our foremost duty. That's a not so subtle way of saying, yeah, we are.
Deltre, it would seem we've fallen into the enemy's trap. It's too dangerous to fight them head on like this. Besides, this is all your knight's ceremony. I don't want to lose promising people in a place like this. Please leave everything to me. I'll find a way of escaping alone. You don't need to.
Speak no further, sire. I shall fight alongside you. But, sire, you told me before that you don't want to let your comrades die. I'm the same. Just like you, sire, I wish to protect us. Oh, just like you, sire, wish to protect us. I, too, wish to protect you. Yeah, sorry, I got hung up on that for a second. That's what I believe. Oh, Deltre, eh? Hold it, Deltre. I won't let you hog the spotlight all for yourself. How very meta, Luke. Luke. I agree with Luke. We are knights protecting our liege. We are knights. Protecting our liege is our priority. Our duty. What the hell? Where did that come from?
Yes, I want to protect Prince Marth too. That's right. We are the 7th platoon. We defeated all our enemies so far. We can do it.
Everyone. All right. Then are you all ready? No kidding. 7th Platoon shall battle with all our prince, and we shall prevail. I don't know if we're going to, though. This map is woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, so here's the thing. Everything just in general, really. These fighters, they have 9 speed and steel axes. I do not double them with the avatar because I did not get enough points of speed, unfortunately for me. Looking back on it, I think I would have needed to get lucky in order to even have the 13 speed I would need right here. So I guess when I was practicing this, I got really, really lucky or something. In hindsight, fighter was probably the way to go just to avoid this scenario. Or even being like a chick and doing Myrmidon would have been great because the fact that I can't kill these guys in one round really, really sucks. It really hurts my offense so much too. I mean, I can 2-hit KO them with the avatar. With the steel lance, it's just a matter of they're too strong, or they're too fast. They're too fast for me to double. Not to mention these thieves up here. They're pricks, dude. They have 12 speed, 19 attacks, or 19 attack. So it really limits my ability to use slower characters. Like Drog, for example, he's completely worthless against these guys because he gets doubled, and his defense is not good enough to the point where it's a worthwhile trade to bring him here. And then these archers, which they're deviously placed. Like, they check all of these guys perfectly. I can't attack this thief from 2 range without drawing the attack of the archer. And this fighter as well, or this barbarian rather, can also attack anywhere that this archer can attack, except for this corner, so maybe I have to use that corner somehow. Same thing on this side. They can attack anywhere that this thief and this fighter can attack. And this guy right here, he has a silver axe, 27 attack. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. This is Prologue 8. This is Prologue 8. And it's worth mentioning, fun fact, this is the last time we're going to be seeing steel weapons, like ever. From here on in, I am 95% sure it's all silvers or better. Not even to mention this whole situation down here with these magic users with the Hellfire. Look at that, 20 attack power. And may I remind you, we don't have res. Like, res is not a stat that exists. Let's look at some of our frontline units. We have myself here, 0 res. We have Sheeta here. She has 6 res, but that's decent enough. But she has 19 HP, so that's still 14 damage over 19 health. We have Luke, 0 res. Reese, res, isn't a fighter though. Athena, 0 res. Gordon, 0 res. Are you seeing the pattern? And there's 2 of these guys, both sporting 20 attack, I think. Yeah, 20 attack. There's Katarina the boss, who's just like those other 2 mages, but 10 times worse because she actually has more magic. So she has 24 attack, with none of my guys having any res. I think she actually, and this might be really, really bad, and she does, she one-shots the avatar. Oh god, oh god, what have we done? I didn't even get to this situation down here with all these thieves. Like, okay, so pardon the language, I have a name for these guys. I like to call these guys fuck you thieves. And Fire Emblem 3 loves to use this a whole lot to its advantage. You see thieves down here and you assume that they're not really all that threatening as enemy types, but they're thieves. How bad could they possibly be? Man, I can take out 90% of their health in one attack. And then you check them, you're thinking to yourself, okay, so this is pretty simple. You check them though, nope, fuck you, they have silver swords. These guys over here, they have 11 swords, so right now this isn't the end of the world considering they only have 12 speed, but as you might imagine, these guys get really fast, really, really quickly. Their speed just tacks on. Every time you see a thief, they're gonna be like 2 to 3 points faster than the previous one, and you can see later on, if this guy was capable of doubling me, oh god, oh god, especially like this 11 sword guy. Again, res is not a thing in this game. It is not a thing in this game, so this guy can pile on damage really, really quick if he gets the opportunity to do so. Again, this is just something that just works so heavily against a character like Drog during the prologue because this guy can simply double in 1 round KO Drog from 2 range with no effort whatsoever. So unfortunately, my team is a little bit weaker than it could otherwise be. If I would have somehow been able to get Ogma, I'd be in a much better spot right here. This, on the other hand, is looking to be a train wreck, folks. And of course, that's not even to bring up Marth here, which we do finally get to use here during the final section of the prologue. He, in this game, is a relatively solid unit. Obviously, he is forced, so even if you didn't really like him, you'd have to use him either way. From this point on, every single objective is going to be C's, with few exceptions, so ultimately the goal of the game from here on in will be to get Marth to the throne. Therefore, it is to your advantage to have Marth not be total dong.
in combination with the fact that he is really the only person who can deal any kind of substantial damage to the final boss, so no matter what, you would inevitably want to train him up to be at least halfway decent. Now, I know on Maniac mode, is it on Maniac mode? Well, on Lunatic mode, I can almost assure you that he needs max speed or near max speed to not get smited by the final boss. So it is, again, it's so imperative that you at least give him a kill here and there to keep him sort of caught up on his levels. His growth rates are not bad, however. He has 90% HP, 60% strength, no magic, doesn't need it either way. 65 skills, 65 speed, 80 luck, 30 defense, 5 res. So he actually has some really, really good growth. Marth's big thing is sort of a lack of versatility compared to other characters. Statistically, Marth is not a bad unit, but he is forever 7 movement locked unless you give him the boots. He can only ever use swords. He can't reclass to try out different strategies or have new options available to him. So he really is just sort of a solid unit, but he's never going to be anything exceptional. However, because he is going to be mandatory in order to beat the final boss in any kind of meaningful way, or any kind of consistent way, I guess I should say, obviously I'm going to have to make do with Marth here and try to get him as many level ups as I can throughout the game, to at least make sure that he's competent against the final boss. Fortunately, it's generally not that hard to set him up kills or to keep him alive in general because, again, he is relatively solid speaking strictly on his statistics here, so he'll do alright, even on Lunatic mode, I don't foresee him being too much of a pain, but I guess we'll see. Okay, and before I forget, we also have one more new unit here. We have Kain, who we got from defeating in the last prologue chapter. If you choose the option that I did not choose, you would have S tier instead. Obviously, I think it goes without saying that Kain is probably the stronger unit. I think S can do some things on this map, like she could, in theory, double these guys, I guess, but I think the fact that Kain can actually take a hit, as you can see there with his moderately respectable base 11 defense, especially for this point in the game, and considering that he has good enough base speed to not get doubled as well, I think that he's by far the stronger pick, at least for the prologue. Well, for the main game too, let's be honest. But at any rate, for his growth, he has 90% HP, 40% strength, 0% magic, 70 skills, 70 speed, 70 luck, 35 defense, and 5 res. Pretty solid as far as growth. Unfortunately, he suffers the problem where he's gonna disappear for like half the game. He's definitely no Tormod, don't get me wrong. Oh my god, Tormod, dude. But he's still... He doesn't show up until like chapter 9, chapter 10, something like that. The thing is, by the time he shows up again, most of your other growth units will have had time to sort of carve out their own little niche or like really get time to start rolling a little bit. So once Kain shows up again, he's a little bit mediocre. I believe that he'd be perfectly usable even on like Maniac mode, but I don't see it on Lunatic mode. I do not think that he'd be a worthwhile pick in any sense of the word, really, by any stretch of the imagination, because, again, you just have so much opportunity to bring up other people that can do the exact same kind of things that Kain can do. His weapon ranks are, again, pretty decent, but they're only really relevant here. Again, most of your other characters will have more than enough time to catch up to where Kain is right now, but as far as Prologue 8 goes, you can't really go wrong with Kain as far as I'm concerned. Alright, enough stalling. Let's start the beatdown, I suppose. Whee! I can see you, Prince Marth. Everything is going exactly as planned. And all I had to do was create a situation where they'd risk their lives to protect some poor Altian villagers from bandits. Marth's trust can be bought so easily. I brought help. I'll leave Marth to you. I'll be watching very carefully, so do make sure you kill him. Well, screw you too, man. Alright, so first of all, this theme is amazing. This is a completely new piece of music just for this game, and it's awesome, so that's really cool. I love this one. It's probably one of my favorite ones in the game, and we'll also hear another one that's one of my favorites in the game, this very map, so that's pretty neat. They definitely pulled out all the stops to the music here, and I can appreciate that. What I cannot appreciate, however, is the fact that I really cannot afford to advance. The Avatar can't really one-round these guys, which is unfortunate. I do not believe he can survive a hit from everything I need him to either way. He doesn't have the concrete bulk that I need for something like this. This is where, if you were a knight avatar, you'd be having a field day, provided, of course, that you were fast enough to not get doubled. The knight is actually a pretty solid choice just because it's super bulky, but I think what I'm going to have to do, in reality, is back off, honestly. I can't really afford to... Yeah, I can't let this guy hit me under any circumstances. But what I could do is I could use Kain. Kain can actually take 3 hits, which is unheard of. He can take a hit from both the fighter, the thief, as well as the archer. And I want to draw this archer to me because I can fry him with Merrick and Gordon. Or not Gordon, with Ryan. With Merrick and Ryan. Gordon is somebody else. And yeah, I want to create a safe zone for most of my weakened units. I want to make sure that if I am retaliating on these thieves, I'm doing as much damage as I possibly can be. So we have Sheeta, Kain, and the Avatar holding down the line. Let's get Marth out of there too. He's not bad by any means, but he doesn't deal as much damage. So we want to do something like this. Let them come to me for the time being. And in theory, I should be able to blow through the rest of these guys right here. And then I can do the same thing on the right-hand side. Although I do need to be very careful and mindful of what my HP is looking like. Okay, so these guys all go after Kain. You can see there with the weapon triangle. Man, Kain is such a beast on this map. I have nobody else that can take 3 hits. Even the Avatar goes down to 2. Assuming, of course, that one of them is the fighter. Oh no, Sheeta doesn't double this guy. I know that she has the potential to. I didn't check. I assumed that she would be able to. That guy is 13. Yeah, damn it. That's on me. That's 100% on me. That completely ruins what I was trying to do here. Yeah, because this guy is too healthy now, I think. Yeah, damn, dude. I could use the Avatar for that, I suppose. The big trick here, though, is, again, I have to stay well out of range for that guy. So if I use the Avatar, I can... I think I screwed up just simply for the fact that I didn't do enough damage to that guy, but I guess we're going to see real quick. What about the Avatar on this thief? Athena can kill this guy, right? 16. Oh, that's the Iron Sword. No. We want the Steel Sword, which would give us 19 plus 1 for 20 minus 4. Oh, yeah, Athena can destroy him. Athena can destroy him, but I need to clear a path, so I got to kill this guy right here. I think I'm going to need to heal back Kain to, like, full, essentially. But he can take a hit from the archer as well as this guy if I heal him up. Right? 13... Shoot, that's going to be really close. I got to do the math on that. So I would take 23, 22, in fact. So that's 11 damage right there from this guy. Plus 6. So yeah, Kain would eat. So I think we have a plan. We gotta pop this guy right now with the Avatar. And it's so huge to be using lances here. Any sword using class would be taking 4 more damage. That just can't be understated. Come on now, let's get a good one. Strength, speed, luck, defense. Ask and you shall receive. That's an amazing level up. Very timely. Unfortunately, since I didn't get HP there, Katarina can still rock me. 1 point of speed would have been huge. Or, excuse me, 1 point of HP would have been huge. Because from full, I could survive a hit from Katarina in just 1 rounder. So I guess I'm going to have to think of something different for that. Yeah, let's get it, Athena. Athena is so clutch. Do you see this? Do you see why I love this woman so much now? She is so goddamn good in the prologue. Okay, so what I need to do here, I have to use Merrick. And I have to let him take a hit. I have to use Merrick first because this guy will double Ryan. And I cannot survive that. I do not believe anyways. So I gotta watch this guy right now. Here's where I'm at. Watch that guy. So now I need to heal Kain. I need to kill this guy first. Yeah, I need to kill that guy first because I need to get a vulnerary to Kain. So I'll kill this guy with Marth. So that's good. That's a kill on Marth right there. Yeah, that's not so bad. Sit down, kid. I like how he stabs even with the steel sword. He's just so used to using the rapier, I guess. But I need to heal Kain. If it's not evident why I'm being so careful with my movements here and why I'm using Ryan to take on the archer, it's because of this steel, not steel, but silver axe guy. Again, these mages down here are tied to him, so the second this guy can attack, they move, and that's the last thing I need to do. Or that's the last thing I want to deal with, rather. So from here, I can give the vulnerability now to Kane, who can move here, block from Merrick. I think that works, right? Yeah, that works. Yeah, we're looking okay. So I gotta move here, use the sword, of course, for the defensive boost. Unless the silver guy moves first, in which case this all goes to hell real quick. I didn't need to do a damn thing. Oh, yes, I did, though. Yeah, I did. This guy can attack Merrick. I think I lose. I think I lose. No joke. We're gonna find out, though. Come on. Come on, Ryan. Hit this 79. Oh, my God. I think I lost here anyways, though. Truth be told. I'll just be a burden in this state. Well, that's no good, obviously. Yeah, that's no good. And this guy moved first anyways, so this kind of ruined my whole plan to begin with, really. This is kind of tricky. I know that I need to stay out of that guy's range for sure. And there goes Kane, too. Damn. Damn, dude, really. Okay, this works out with just one slight change. I think I need to be less... I mean, obviously I need to be a little bit less aggressive. I didn't anticipate the Silver Axe guy to move first, which was my big thing there. I mean, obviously I missed with Ryan, so it was kind of irrelevant at that point. But this is definitely completable for sure. We can use a similar strategy to what we did. I just need to wait out the silver guy for a little bit longer, for one more turn essentially, and I think we would have been just fine. Again, I want to use Kane for this because he's actually capable of surviving, unlike anybody else that I could go for. Unless, of course, he crits, in which case I die for sure. God damn you, Kane! Oh, come on! Are you serious? Dodge! Oh, no. Give me a dodge. Do something. Give me some kind of justice here. You know, I really didn't even want to succeed, though, because, like, he just took that kill. Whoops, mulligan. So we can do the same thing. Hopefully we don't get a 4% crit or whatever that was. Come on, Kane. We're trying to win here. I thought you didn't want Marth to be assassinated. What's going on? And here you're creating all these openings for these guys to come and attack. Jeez, dude. Alright, so that's solid damage. Here should be solid damage. Okay, so we can basically skip all this. It's gonna go the same way. This guy was slow enough to get doubled, which is great. What I need to do instead of what I did previously, I can heal Kane from there, and then I can just move Kane. He has the vulnerability already this time, so a little bit of extra planning could go a long way here. I think that he can take one, though. We already decided that he could, I believe. Let's see, 23. Ooh, he's a little bit stronger this time, so with the sword, he takes 12 damage. That puts him to 10. Yeah, he still easily survives, so I can just move Kane here. He can work on getting this next group over to us. I can heal him back. I still want to give this to Marth, honestly. In fact, I'll give this one to Marth because he's a little bit stronger than some of my other options here. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference in this case. Either way, I want to get a kill on Marth because he needs the experience. Every opportunity I can get to give Marth an easy kill, I'm basically going to take that for sure. I can kill this guy now with the avatar, I guess. I mean, I sort of have to, right? No, this doesn't work either. Crap, does it? Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, I just need to be able to attack this guy from 2 spots where I can't be retaliated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, perfect. So this works out. I mean, Iron Sword, why not? Why waste the uses? Oh, she gets hit that time. Alas. I don't think it makes any difference whatsoever. I'm still not going to be in range with her for at least a little bit here. So she doesn't need the health at this exact moment. Let's go ahead and hopefully connect this time. I mean, we have a little bit of leeway, even if he has a little bit more defense. Okay, Merrick, I get it. Jeez. And again, that sucks because that was a kill for Ryan. These aren't really helping me. So yeah, I'll just give this to the avatar though, of course, because again, more experience on this guy is gonna be huge. I feel like he's under-leveled as it is, and this should be a level up, in fact. Oh yeah, Thieves still give bonus experience, so that's worth noting. Hit point, strength, skill, luck. That's so bad. No! Where's my speed defense? Well, at the very least, this could be sort of a net positive because now I do survive 1 hit from Katarina from full. And from there, I can indeed proceed to 1-rounder. Oh, I didn't give Ryan the steel bow? Well, that's bad. I guess Merrick bailed me out. I didn't save after doing my preparations, which was a huge mistake, honestly. Sheeta is now back to full, so that's good. She can take a hit from one of these upcoming thieves if need be. Good dodge, good dodge. Actually, you know, not having the steel bow is hugely important because that means that I can't kill this guy without getting into range of the steel guy, or the silver guy, I mean. At least I'm pretty sure I can't. Can I? We're about to find out real quick. Oh no, I totally can't, so this is fine. I need to draw the thieves, though. Yeah, there's gonna be 2 thieves that just spawn there, and then on the next turn, 2 fighters are gonna spawn. Or 2 barbarians, whatever. So I have to deal with them before I can really afford to proceed, mostly because of these damn mages being so strong. Really, magic is so threatening. Especially in the early game. Now, how do I want to deal with this? I could, of course, just throw Athena here, but that seems like it almost might be sort of wasteful. Alternatively, what are my options? Sheeta is not enough. I could get a kill to Ryan, but I think that would be sort of wasteful when I could easily set this up with Merrick and not have to take a retaliation. So I'm going to do it this way instead. It just kind of sucks that I don't have the steel bow here, actually, because that additional damage would be very, very nice. Don't play like me, guys. Always check your inventories. That's the lesson of the day here. So I just got to move here with Ryan. Why do I keep calling him Gordon all of a sudden? Move there with Ryan, kill the barbarian, no problem. And as long as I have 2 people that can take hits from these thieves, we're good. So on this side, I could use really anybody that I so choose. See, I'd like to use the Avatar here, but unfortunately, he doesn't double. So I guess it's gonna be Kane. Kane doesn't really double though either. Well, considering that they both take a hit from this thief, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? So I can use Kane and Sheeta on this side. Yeah, we'll give the skill to Sheeta, and then, oh my goodness, really? 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 I lose, I think. Potentially. Well, maybe not. That was really bad, of course. Now I have to give this to Athena, what I would have much preferred to get a kill on Sheeta. She'll make much better long-term use of it, naturally. So I can heal back Athena. She'll be able to take a hit points, speed. Does that make any difference? None of these guys have 10 speed, right? So I don't think it does. No, oh well. Who wants this one, though? I guess it should be the Avatar. He takes the least damage because of the weapon triangle. And if I can avoid taking unnecessary damage, I definitely want to do it. Let's get her over to the steel sword as well, so she's at least dealing some respectable damage on the counter. And from there, we're good. Nothing else in range? Nothing else in range. Hey. Do I want to heal Marth or I feel like I should heal Marth, but I don't think I'm going to. I'll sit his ass on the throne. How about that? I'll sit his ass on the throne. So here come the fighters. Once those guys go down, though, we can finally make our push here. Man, that's a lot of damage for just the Steel Lance, isn't it? It's 21. Good God, Deltrade, chill. Even Kane is no slouch over here. 17. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Oh, God, he gets doubled. Oh, man, he got doubled. That was not good. Should have been more careful. This guy's 14 speed. I didn't realize they could have 14 speed. Oh, these guys are higher level. See, it's so important to keep track of the details. So very important to keep track of the details. Now, this guy is a hand axe. Where is your attack range? We can turn you off for a second here. Alright, so ideally somebody with 2 range ends where Deltre is standing right now. Same thing on this side, I want to say. Ideally, somebody with 2 range ends where Kane is. So the way to make that happen... I don't think that can happen. I can't do both sides the same way, can I? Okay, yeah, I think this works out. I think this works out. And this is sort of like me trying to learn a little bit on the fly too, because if this doesn't work out, it'll be good information for later. But what I want to do is I want to heal the Avatar a little bit. Kane, he can move back, heal. I can throw Merrick right here. So he survives that 100%, no problem. Marth comes down here. And with the weapon triangle and everything considered, he should have just enough to survive from this hand axe guy, which is exactly what I want to do. That's a lot of experience on Marth as well. So I should be able to survive that. He has 17 attack, I have 8 defense, plus 1 defense for the weapon triangle. So in reality, 9 defense means he should deal 8 damage in theory. This will give me a good opportunity to heal up Kane, who needs the health more, I feel. Yeah, Kane needs the health a little bit more as of right now. Everybody basically can take 1 hit if I should need them to. And I realize this one's a little bit slower. I usually like playing a little bit more offensively. Oh man, more thieves. More thieves. Okay, so I've made a huge mistake for 2 reasons. One, I don't get a defense boost. What? Why? Why don't I get plus 1? Okay, well I guess that's fine. Shit. Shit. Why didn't I get the plus 1 though? I need to look this up. There's something I'm not understanding here. Sorry. Okay, just to put this to rest. Right here, right now, so that everybody knows that I don't want to be spreading misinformation. So what happened was, in order to get the plus 1, minus 1 from the weapon triangle that you might be used to from the Game Boy Advance games and the like, the only way that particular bonus applies is if you have an A rank in the weapon. I didn't realize that. I thought I was so smart, but no, not at all. Okay, so that's a wrap for that run, huh? Damn. What? Come on, dude. Need something else now. I missed it. What? What is this crap? Wait, this is okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's go. Still like you're now it's like this. Oh my god, Athena is tearing it up. What a... She's an absolute monster, dude. Okay, so this is like right where we were. Ooh, so I think we need to make a little bit smarter choices here. Do you think that Merrick from full... He actually would. I was gonna say, I could use Merrick to just draw both of these guys, honestly. He can kill them both. Yeah, he can kill them both. And then the thing of it is that we saw that more thieves are going to spawn as well, and that could be very bad. I don't know how I'm dealing with that just yet. What I do know is that I just need people who can take hits here, essentially, and that should be, like, the majority of my characters, honestly. You can turn these guys on. They're the more important enemy to think about right now. The Avatar does not care about that at all. He can easily smite this guy if I want to, and I really might want to, although these guys give a ton and a half of experience. So Athena is like the last person I want to use. From full, again, Merrick can actually... Yeah, Merrick can tank from full. Pretty easily, in fact. So I think we're going to roll with that. Yeah, so if I have the Avatar kill this thief, he'll get a lot of experience for one. I can just simply trade him over to his sword, give him a good chance to either dodge or just, like, take less damage in general. Either way, he's for sure not gonna die. He got defense, he got speed, he is so goddamn good this time. I'm very happy for that, for sure. Yeah, I want to throw Merrick down here. Honestly, final answer, let's do it. And he should also be able to still take a hit later down the line from something weak anyways, like say one of the 11 sword thieves. They wouldn't be able to kill him. So that's good as well. If I put Kane on the throne, he gets some HP back as well, so that's pretty good. Marth. My big fear right here is running out of healing, to be honest. It's very thin as of right now. I'm running out of stuff for sure, real quick. So I will drop a vulnerary on Marth just because I like the idea of him being able to take at least one hit. Like, come on now. And other than that, it's just Ryan, huh? Yeah, Ryan, unfortunately, is just still too slow, simply enough. Simply put, he's too slow. If he had one more point of speed, he might be decent here to draw these guys in, but sadly, the fact that he's getting doubled means that it's just simply not a viable option. He's cleanly 2-hit KO'd. There's nothing I can do about that, so we're going to have to call it there. From this wave here is where I'm really sketch. I don't know what I'm doing about this, honestly. I might have to back off yet again, because the thing of it is, I cannot approach that silver guy. I can't. It cannot be done. I cannot do it. It's impossible. But being that these guys only have hand axes, I mean, I have people that can take 2 hand axes. That's not an issue. That's not an issue at all. Kane is back to full, in fact, so he's good on that front. This guy can't reach me just yet. Yeah, that guy can't reach me just yet. And they are, yeah, they're in range of the dam. Yeah, they're in range of the steel axe, or the silver axe guy. There's really no 2 ways about it. I cannot afford to move. I can't afford to move it. I don't one-round him with an iron sword, do I? Okay, so these guys all deal really, really bad damage because of the hand axes. So I think that if I can pull them up here, I don't know if this is really necessary or not. I don't want to take any risks. I got some really good level ups, and I would like to keep them, particularly for the Avatar. So I'm going to play a little bit more defensively than I normally would. I don't want to sack this run. I really just don't want to sack this run, honestly. Ryan, you got to get out of there, bud. And Marth, Kane, etc. They should all be able to pretty handily here survive the situation. Yeah, okay, good. They both have 17 attack. Just to confirm, they do 9 damage a pop. They cannot kill Marth in there. Sweet. Sheeta, you got to get out of there. Athena should probably get out of there. I really don't mind if they want to attack Merrick again. He survives from there. He has 8 defense. Oh, no, he doesn't. What am I saying? We can definitely let him get attacked by 1, though. I think that should be just perfectly fine, honestly. So you move out of there. Athena, you get out of there. These guys can attack through walls in this game? They can. Okay. So we'd want to do something like this. Run away, essentially. This guy goes after Merrick, which is what I wanted. So I get this damage on him right now. Anybody can finish him from there. Anybody at all can finish him from there. And he has no choice but to attack somebody whom he does not deal good damage to now. And then that other thief should run either... I'm not sure if he's going to be out of range of the Silver Axe guy, but I do know that I'm pretty comfortable in moving in to take on this next wave at this point. There should be no more reinforcements. All of that bullshit is done. So all I need to do is deal with this guy and his buddy here. Now, how do I want to do that? It seems to me that maybe going to the left side would be the more intelligent choice because this guy is closer to the right-hand side. If I try to draw them right, inevitably there's just going to be too many of them and they can overrun me. That would be my logic there. If I can actually force him to the hand axe... Oh, no, that's... Never mind. This is the guy. I want to force this guy to the hand axe, though. If I somehow can. I sincerely doubt that I have anybody who could take both a hand axe as well as the dang silver axe. Or I mean, 2 silver axes. I don't think I have anybody that can take 2 of those. There's no way to make them any weaker. Yeah, 27 is just too much, I think. Ryan probably dies here. Yeah, he does, unfortunately. I can't use Athena, though, to kill this one. If I need to. Do I need to, though? That's the question. Do I need to do that? I don't think that I do. Okay, so this hand axe guy is actually not checking this guy at all. That might be pretty huge. I also... Oh, no, I need Athena to be at full health by this point. Yeah, I definitely need Athena to be at full health by this point because she is one of the only people that can even hope to take on... Oh, here's a move, actually. I can use the terrain. But she's the only person that can realistically one-round a mage. So this may be a mistake. Do I... Well, I do crush this guy. I do crush this guy. I should crush this guy. I will crush this guy. Ouch. So you can see with 1 point of speed, now I've gone from being a pretty good unit, a pretty outstanding unit, to just simply phenomenal. Just at one point. And now I'm getting even more speed and more defense. See, the avatar is so busted. The avatar is so busted. It bears repeating. Can I actually take these guys on now? No, not quite. Very close, though. A lot closer than it really should be, honestly. Since I'm taking the time to just, like, do a little bit of healing here, I don't really have to fear anything in particular on this turn. Is there anybody else who really appreciates this kill more? I could give this to Marth. But if anything, he would want to kill the Thief because they're worth a lot more experience. Can I do 16 damage with Ryan? I might be able to. He's actually really strong. Nope, only 15. Unfortunate. That being the case, I think it should be Merrick to kill this one. Okay, so Athena's going to take this Vulnerary. She's going to use said Vulnerary. Reese can bring back the Avatar. I just need people who can survive hits from the mages at this point. That's going to be the key, I do believe. Merrick can just do... I mean, why would I not, right? Although I suppose maybe Kane can... Yeah. Here we go. Kane can combine on this guy for Marth. Hopefully. Don't you crit him and don't you miss, bud. Yeah, there we go. Now, does Marth get doubled by this one? 10 versus 13. No, he does not. It is a roll. Sometimes they can double him. I'm just going to use... I guess I have to use the Steel Sword. That's fine. Then Merrick can take out that hand axe guy from the safety of the throne. Hit points, luck, defense. Oh my god. Marth, no. No. You can't be bad. He literally cannot be bad. When Marth is a bad unit in this game, it really hurts the late game a lot. Like, not even the late game so much as the end game. The final map can be either really easy if your Marth is good, or really bad if he's not. I'm not trying to have a bad Marth. I'm really not. Oh, I'm out of vulneraries. I'm all out of vulneraries. Damn. Damn, dude. Well, we can start getting some healing at least. Now, I need to think really hard about how I want to do this next part. Oh, this guy drops a vulnerary. That's great. That's amazing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. Yeah, crap. Ah, no. This works out. Okay, I need Athena to be within 6 tiles of wherever that mage is going to end up, more or less. So my main problem with this is... I feel like they're going to swarm me. I genuinely get the feeling. But from where the Avatar is, I can actually do a pretty good move here, I think. This guy, I'll even be able to force him to the hand axe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Avatar. I'm going to stick him right there. Now this guy can attack me. However, he's going to get doubled. And even without that point of defense that I got right there, I could have, like, healed up or something. I can take a hit from both the Silver Axe as well as the Hand Axe, and that's the main thing. Particularly switching him to the Hand Axe, that is so huge because that cuts down his offense by 10 points, meaning that I'll have a lot more people that can actually stomach one attack from him, which is going to be very handy. Although I'm not going to be able to use 2 range this way, I think it's a worthwhile trade-off, honestly. Sheeta. I 100% need to heal Sheeta. There's no other move but to heal Sheeta right here. Because she's going to need to kill one of these mages. I don't know which way they're going to move, and that's the really big thing. If they move left, then I want to move Sheeta left. If they move right, I want to move Sheeta right. I mean, this guy is for sure going to charge me, but it's this guy on the right. I don't know which way he's going to move. I assume that if I have most of my units to the left, he should come left. Yeah, I assume that to be the case. So I'm going to move Sheeta there. I'm going to heal her. I'm even going to need to heal her once more, but she can 1-round KO these guys with her 15 attack. And she does not die to Hellfire. And I won't need health on her for much else other than to kill these mages. Maybe take on some of these thieves eventually, but we're not even there yet. I don't even need to worry about the thieves right now. Right now, I'm worried about these damn mages. We also have Athena rolling in as well. She can 1-round mages herself. Really, anybody that can double them can do it. It's just a matter of I only have so many people with 12 speed or greater, you know? Marth got a horrible level up. That has nothing to do with anything. It's just worth pointing out. And Kane can take a hit from these guys once they switch to the hand axe, so he can still be useful here as well. Now, if I can survive this last round... Oh! Oh, that helps so much! That makes everything so much better. Oh, man. Talk about a timely dodge. Can we get another? Ah, okay. Well, that doesn't matter as much. Damn it! Oh, please tell me. Oh, yes, Sheeta. Sheeta! Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this for sure. I need to kill this guy, well, I need to kill all of them. No two ways about it. They all must die right here. Every last one. I have to heal Sheeta. She is the only one that can do this, so I must heal Sheeta. Have to. No two ways about it. Let's go. Sheeta, I swear to God if you miss right here. I am so close. I am so close. If I can do this, then this all becomes so much simpler. I guess we're going to see if that dodge mattered. Maybe? Yes, Sheeta. Yes, Sheeta. Skill, speed, luck. Standard, not Sheeta, but that is a-okay. Ooh, that dodge probably mattered. Maybe. I can use Gordon to take this guy out. For sure. No, I don't think it did matter, because... Yeah, no, it was fine. It was fine either way, and I'll explain why. I killed this guy with Gordon. And then... the Avatar as well as Kane can combine for a kill on this guy now that he switched to the hand axe. So the fact that I dodged there actually makes no difference at all. Seeing as to how I would not have to take one more silver hit at all, like ever. So it's fine. And I'd be at 16. I take 4, as you can see there. So it didn't make a difference. It didn't make a difference. Yeah. Did I say that right? I would be at 6 health. He deals 4. You see what I'm saying? We pulled through that regardless of any luck factor. So, Kane. Can weaken this guy for the Avatar, I think. Does Marth stomach a hit, maybe? No, he doesn't. So, yeah, it's going to be Kane followed by the Avatar. Yeah, Kane followed by the Avatar for sure. Didn't get 1% crit. I would have been so... Oh, mad, dude. You actually don't understand. You guys who might have think you've seen me mad before, oh, no, you don't even know the wrath that would incur. What am I trying to say? I'd be salty. That's kind of the point I'm getting at. Let's dodge. Hey, not bad. It doesn't really make a difference at all at this point. It's just sort of, it's the principle, right? And now, Athena can come through with the Iron Sword. She's not in range of anything else, so this is, like, totally safe no matter what. If she is in range of something else, I lose on the spot, but she's not, I'm pretty sure. So we're good. Oh, are you serious? Actually, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. That looks bad, but he's not going to move. That's not a move I would have made if I didn't know that, but yeah, he doesn't move. Not yet. There is a reason for that. However, first thing we have to do, we don't have to do this, but I'm going to do this 100% is I'm going to save. Yes, these little glowing circles, if you're unfamiliar with the DS games, they introduced battle saves as a feature, and I really like these things. They give you sort of a breathing room. They give you a little bit of breathing room, especially on the higher difficulties or for longer maps and such. All you gotta do is move to one of these tiles with any unit, select the save feature, and then from here on in, you will be able to reload the chapter to this exact point with all your level ups intact, etc., etc. The only downside to doing this is it does consume your turn. However, it's a small price to pay in my opinion. So from here on out, if I die again, I can resume from this point, which should be nice. I'm not really pressured as of right now. That's really the big thing with the save points, I'll say that. Really think them through on higher difficulties. You don't really want to save yourself into an unwinnable position. Nobody likes that, and it's just a giant waste of time. It's a huge mess. You don't want to do it. So just take a little bit of care when you try to activate those. But otherwise, a very handy feature. I feel like they're honestly, in some ways more broken, in some ways less broken than things like the turn wheel. For the most part, I would say less broken though, just because you can't abuse it as easily in my opinion, but I could see an argument for either. Now I'm just kind of debating how I want to approach this last section. I believe these guys won't approach you until you're in Katarina's range. That's another little trick that this game likes to throw at you a lot. They don't generally allow just one enemy to move. They don't let you, like, they don't get baited very easily, essentially. You have to be able to take multiple hits, and that's the big thing, really. You know, enemies rarely will come at you one at a time. It's devious, but it is, I understand why they made it like that. I think, however, if I get into range of this silver sword guy, I should be able to draw both thieves. If I do that, I want to be able to take on both sides simultaneously. So I think I need to heal up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to take Sheeta. She's probably the best bet to handle the guys on the left as I draw the others with my people on the... Excuse me, I'm going to have Sheeta take the ones on the right while the Avatar takes the guys on the left. But I do need to heal Sheeta in order for that to even stand a chance of working, so I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, that'll do. And this is the Silver Sword guy. Okay, so the Avatar will take a hit from both the Silver Sword as well as the 11 Sword. Yeah, 7 plus... Oh, I got to heal him again. And I already moved Reese. Well, that's disappointing. Sheeta should, though, right? She has 7 defense. So that's... Ooh. Oh, what am I saying? That's 13 damage. Plus 7 damage. So, no, that's a very dead Sheeta. Do I have anybody that can take one from both? Kane could have, couldn't he? Yeah, Kane could have, so I have to heal up Kane. I still want Sheeta on good health anyways. It just wasn't worth using a vulnerary on her, I don't think. Yeah, it probably wasn't worth using the vulneraries, so this part's a little slow. Yeah, this part's a little slow. We can just include the important bits. Basically, I just want to heal up to the point where I can survive attacks, more or less. So I take the heal staff. Now I can move here with the Avatar. Kane can move to the opposite side, do the same thing. I get all of these guys nice and close to me, and we can try to wipe them out in one go. That's my best bet. These are the last enemies on the map, so in that sense, I should be okay. It is a little bit unfortunate, though, however, that Athena can't take a hit from the 11 sword guy right now. Oh, God, I didn't move Athena. I didn't move Athena! What am I doing? Well, that was bad. Yeah, we were very careless. I agree. Well, that's dumb, but this is a great chance for me to show off that handy-dandy battle save feature. What a great feature. What an amazing mechanic, guys. I love this so much. That was bad. That was bad. I had the right idea. I just forgot to move Athena. Yeah, wait, that wouldn't have worked anyway. This guy has 14 speed, so he was doubling Kane no matter what. So yeah, that was never going to work out in my favor. This guy actually only has 13 speed. Now, do you think the weapon triangle negates for magic weapons? Do you think it negates the damage? Honestly, I want to say that it does. I really want to say that it does. So maybe I can use Sheeta. Well, because of the battle save, I'm willing to take that risk. I want to be able to take one hit on everybody at this point, essentially. So I think I need to waste time, unfortunately, and heal up. If I had more vulneraries, perhaps not. Or if I would have been able to one-round KO the enemies from the start of the map, maybe not. But I couldn't, so here we are, right? It doesn't make a difference if I use Kane or the Avatar in this instance, so I'm just going to use Kane, keeping health on the Avatar to let him attack on this turn. And we're just going to see how this plays out. This should go to my favor, assuming, of course, that I'm right about the weapon triangle. 10 yeah, it does. It does. They lose their bonuses, even with a magic weapon. That's so huge. That's so huge. Alright, so I guess Sheeta could have always done this, then. I shouldn't have been worried about her. Not even in the slice. Here we go. Not bad. Yeah, I should double this guy, actually. Oh my god, Sheeta's putting in so much work. Because I got that point of speed, she can double him. Sick. And here comes Katarina. Yeah, she moves too. You didn't think she was just going to hang tight and let you body her, did you? I certainly hope not. Can use Ryan here. Oh, not the steel bow. I wanted the iron bow. Oh, thank you so much, game. That was objectively a bad move. The iron bow was the correct choice. Hit points luck. And I'm rewarded for my troubles with that amazing level up. Okay. I'm not even mad, honestly. I deserve that. Oh, yeah. I can still afford to heal. If I healed Sheeta, she would do some solid damage to this guy, actually. leaving him on 6. To the point where Merrick could kill. If I heal Kane, he and Merrick can kill this Levin Sword guy. Athena can still kill Katarina. But this guy being a prick is gonna get me killed because he can double Marth. If Marth would have gotten 1 point of speed, or if this guy would have been 1 point slower, I'd be okay, but I'm not. I'm not. Oh, I lose, don't I? Because there's no possible way. I don't have any vulneraries or anything. She's the only one that can do it. Damn him, dude. Damn him for having all that speed. Are you kidding me? I guess I wasn't thinking this far ahead, but... Oh, man, that's rough. That is rough. This chapter is so brutal. Like, no joke. This is legitimately challenging. What is pretty awesome, though, is this music, which is kick-ass beyond all means. Like, by all means, this is so good. It reminds me of, like, some Dream Theater or some Rush, or, like, some really progressive rock kind of music, you know what I mean? And you wouldn't think that with Fire Emblem, right? But no. No, this is awesome. I'm just gonna listen to this for a second. Like, Jesus, dude. Tearing Shadows, man. Hands down one of the coolest boss themes. Katarina's about to die right here, and then I'm going to follow her shortly after, most likely. I see how I can win this. I got impatient, though. I got impatient. So I guess I'm just going to have to take more time, have Reese do all of the healing, and then eventually, if I have a vulnerary at this point, I can win. So there you go. So, I lose. Yeah. Roro, I'm going to retreat. I cannot win against Deltre's forces. Huh, is that so? No matter, we'll just have to find another opportunity to kill them then. Well, time to run. Roro's an interesting guy, for sure. I wish it was defeat boss, but it's not, so you know. This will no doubt be perfect. No, that's pretty bad, actually. So if I had a vulnerary at this point, all I needed to do was block this guy in such a way that he wouldn't be able to kill. Obviously, I wouldn't have used Marth for that if I had one, but I don't. So that being the case, we're going to roll for the crit. We're going to roll for this 6%. Come on. Oh. Well, we're going to roll for this dodge real quick. Oh, give me the 78. Come on, give me the 78. Damn it. Okay, so I see how I can win this, though. This isn't a big problem. This is not a big problem. Honestly, I could have just sacked somebody at this point, but nah. We'll do it correctly. Yeah, so we're doing this basically the same way as I did before. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me heal up again. But I need to run. I have to. No other way about it. I have to run away for one turn. I can't break through everybody, unfortunately, so this is how it's gotta be. I hate to say that it's come to this, but it definitely has. I cannot possibly stay down there in the south. Oh well. We can just skip through this turn. Oh well. Makes no difference, really. Oh, she'd have crit that guy, actually. Damn. I could have definitely made it through all of that in this case. Yeah, with the crit, that actually changes everything, but, we'll just play it like I was gonna play it, so Sheeta can move up here, whatever, just heal her back, it really just doesn't matter. All I have to do is stay out of range of Katarina, and I immediately win on the spot, which is about time, too. This is no prologue map, this is like the final boss right here, I kid you not. This is absurd. This is absurd. Okay, so now I just wait, end the turn, and we're gonna be good. I mean, I can guarantee you nobody dies, yeah. It's fine. I even killed the Silverlands guy. The thing is, I just couldn't break through these guys in one turn. Sheeta even isn't a good spot here because the Levin Sword guy took the bait, which is exactly what we want. I should heal up the Avatar. Athena can still run down here, one round this guy, no problem. I just need the Avatar to be able to take a hit. Sorry, Katarina, your awesome music is going to be cut a little bit short here. I've had enough of this crap. Sit down, kid. You too, Roro. Get out of here. What are you doing here? Hit points, skill, speed, luck. Pretty good level up. Doesn't matter because it's Athena. So this is, they're both Levin swords, correct? Yes, they are. Okay, so I do need to heal the Avatar. Have to. That's no big deal. Merrick can get the chip, I think. No, one of these guys I can't actually double with Sheeta. So here's what we do, so as to not throw the game away. We attack the guy that we can double with Sheeta, Marth can kill, and then we gang up on the other one with, oh, okay, I guess, or Sheeta could kill. That works, I guess. I think I would have rather had it on Marth, to be honest, unless she gets strength right here, maybe? No. That's standard Sheeta right there, no strength necessary. That being the case, I can still just throw Merrick out here. Yeah, I can throw Merrick out here. He gets the chip, then the Avatar gets the kill, which is going to be a good game. Don't crit. Thank you very much. I definitely want the kill on the Avatar, 100%. That'll bring him all the way up to level 10, in fact. Wow. That didn't take very long at all. Like, not even in the slightest. All right, there we go. So the assassins are down. Level up. Come on, let's be a good one. Hit points. Strength. Ooh, that was kind of bad. After his first one, though, I'm not going to complain. And we have 3 magics, so maybe some Levin sword usage of our own eventually, eh? Whew, so somehow, just barely we're able to hang on to that one. My God, for a prologue map, that map it's no joke. That is, it's genuinely challenging. There are genuinely hard things about that map, mostly due to the enemy placement. And I think that's probably one of the biggest strengths of this game, is that they're just so devious with how they place enemies, especially 1 to 2 range enemies. They're always checking each other in such a way that it's really hard to be incredibly aggressive without really thinking through what it is you're doing. You have to be more tactical, I feel, especially on Lunatic Reverse, of course, but even regular Lunatic or Maniac mode even. That map can definitely give you a run for your money if you're not thinking through everything that you're doing. I mean, shoot, you can see some really basic mistakes I made that immediately cost me the map, more or less. Not even to mention the fact that if you miss, you might as well just call it quits right there. Honestly, that's the really big thing with the prologue. There's almost no coming back from a miss. Later on, it really doesn't improve all that much. But I feel like for right now, it's definitely at its worst. But we managed to win the day somehow, some way. Definitely a brutal one, though. So I see. So you let her escape. But what in the world? The girl was working as an assassin? Sire, this is all my fault. I am prepared to receive any kind of punishment. No, it's not your fault, Jagan. Who among us could possibly have known, anyway? Chris? Deltre, Katarina looked at you with such gentle eyes. Perhaps there was some sort of unavoidable circumstance for her. Perhaps she was being forced. Sire, my goodness. To think you would be concerned for the very assassin who made an attempt on your life. See, this is what I'm saying. Marth really is just kind of a softie at heart, right? With the Shadow Dragon gone and the world supposedly heading towards a path of peace and prosperity. Who in the world would try to assassinate you, sire? At this rate, you will likely be targeted by assassins time and time again. We must prepare a guard who will defend you, sire, with his or her own life. Gee, I wonder who that could possibly be. Then I'd like to delegate that role to Deltre, of course. As we discussed before, if Deltre were to follow me as a royal guard, I would rest assured. Understood, sire. I'll make the necessary arrangements. I mean, what's to be done? Isn't Marth's word law? Deltre, this won't be the last we've seen of Katarina. When the time comes, I want you to guard me, and if possible, I want you to help her. Because I believe that it is something only you can do. Deltre, I still can't believe it. How did Katarina wind up as our enemy? Only this morning. We were laughing together, us 3. I'm sorry. Getting upset about it won't solve anything. As us knights will just have to adapt. Oh yeah, Deltre, what about that headband of yours? Are you gonna change it back? And you can undo the changes if you accidentally, put on an accessory you don't want, you can take it back. I'm actually gonna roll with this for the time being. No, let's leave it like this. I actually really like this headband. I feel so psyched. Really? Well, I'm happy to hear you say that. Deltre, all of us in the 7th platoon, we're partners, and that'll never change. Let's all of us together. Let's get Katarina back. Someday, definitely. Definitely, but not for quite some time. Everybody's got something to say to me. Damn! I'm like the man of the hour here. Deltre, you defended Prince Marth most admirably today. Even a veteran like me has to admit it was an impressive first job. Thank you for your kind words, Sir Kane. Perhaps that assassin was. Well, in any case, I ought to guard the castle's defenses even more diligently. Deltre, I would like you to consult with me on this later. Gladly, Sir Drog. Everybody. I guess that makes sense, though, because Yeah. Because this prologue was never in Fire Emblem 3, they have to explain why certain characters like Merrick, Athena, etc., why they aren't with you at the start of the main game. So, yeah, no, that makes sense. I get what's going on here. I'm picking up what you're putting down, game. Deltre, I'm heading back to Kadain, the city of magic. There's something I have to do for Marth. He's a very important person to me, so... I understand, Sir Merrick. I will protect him to the best of my ability. We are also going on a journey. We will search for the villains who targeted Marth. But Deltre, we could meet again. Miss Athena... Damn it, just stay Athena, you're so good. She would be so good if she was actually playable for the majority of the game. Sadly, she's not. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. I did use her the first time I played this game, though. She's alright. But she'll never be as good as she is in the prologue, I can tell you that. Miss Athena, please stay well. I'd be happy if we could meet again. Sir Deltre, I'm going on a journey for a while. Thank you for having me here. No, Reese, thank you for helping us. Ain't that the truth? I kind of undersold how good Reese was in the prologue. He's very, very good in the prologue. Probably as clutch as Athena. Well, yeah, I think that's fair. I think he's about as clutch as Athena, just in different ways, obviously. Knowing fate, if two people are tied together, they will meet again sooner or later. Please take care. Deltre, thank you for keeping Marth safe. But I still feel uneasy. I just can't shake the feeling that Marth will be there will only be in more danger from now on. I want to protect Marth, but I can't even do that, and it troubles me greatly. Well, you could have brought your wing spear. That would have been nice. Don't worry, Princess. I'm sure that Prince Marth will be safe. I'll protect the prince in my lady's stead without fail. Thank you, Deltre. If you were there, then surely... My apologies, Deltre. Marth and I only ever ask favors of you. But if you are with him, then I know. Yes, Marth and I believe that you'll manage. Deltre, from this moment on, I ask that you always stay by Marth's side and help him. Will do, coach. How long did that take anyways? Probably a considerable amount of time. Oh, like 40 minutes? Wow. There's a lot more story to this than I remember. Honestly, I don't know if we can do the next map. Well, we can do the preparations and whatnot, surely at least. Once there was a war known as the War of Shadows. An epic battle between Prince Marth's heroes and the Dolarian Empire, which ended with the defeat of Earth Dragon King Medius. Some more backstory, alright. And this is where the actual Fire Emblem 3 Book 2 would begin proper, so I guess we're just starting with that from here on out. The warriors who united under the Fire Emblem returned to their own lands, devoting themselves to the reconstruction of their homelands. Who is that? So there's Sheeta, I can see Marth. Is that Ogma? Next to Marth there on the right? And then there's Hardin and Nina. Oh, that's pretty neat. I approve. Among the nation that made the Seven Kings of Arcania, Gra and Grust were devastated. Altea, Aurelis, Macedon, and Talus were left deeply scarred, and even the mighty kingdom of Arcania was undergoing restoration. However, in the palace, still shaken up by war, one important event took place. Hardin, the younger brother of King Aurelis, was married to Princess Nina, becoming the 24th king of House Arcania. After ascending the throne, Hardin aggressively restored the country in the twinkling of an eye, and formed a powerful army by gathering many soldiers. He then proclaimed the restoration of the Holy Arcanian Emperor and himself Emperor. Alright, this is a nice little groundwork here. 1 year has passed since the war with Dollar. The world seemed to be moving towards an era of peace. However, unbeknownst to man, the cogs of destiny had started spiraling out of order. Oh, is that all the setup? It is, so things are still really unclear. We're going out on our first mission here. The Grustian Expedition. Ah, yes, I love this little map screen. Woo! And you can make him speed up. That's funny. It has been a year since the War of Shadows ended. The war-ravaged kingdom of Altea was finally starting to regain stability thanks to Prince Marth's efforts. Prince Marth's engagement to Princess Sheeta was announced, and the people of Altea rejoiced, sharing their happiness. However, nearing the day of their wedding, an unexpected letter arrived from the Imperial Palace containing an Imperial Edict. Dear Prince Marth of Altea, in the Kingdom of Grust, now under Imperial rule, a large-scale rebellion has broken out. I request your kingdom's assistance in its subjugation. Your Highness is to lead the entire army of Altea and sortie at once, suppressing the Grustian rebellion. The Emperor of Arcadia, aka Young Hardin. Hardin's a good guy, so I guess we should probably listen to what he has to say, huh? The Kingdom of Arcadia was Altea's suzerain, so its orders were absolute. Forced to comply, Marth ordered the Knight Cain to protect his homeland. So, Essentially, it's a situation with like Begnion and Crimea. If you saw my Radiant Dawn Let's Play, it's basically the same thing. Arcania is the ruling nation of Altea, so they're kind of forced, but I think Marth would probably do this anyways, considering he and Hardin are such close friends. Too bad Hardin's a little bit too busy to help us out for this one, but I think we can handle a little bit of a rebellion. Come on now. We killed the Shadow Dragon, so I think we're up to the task. Forced to comply, Marth ordered the Knight King to protect his homeland. I think I already said that. And together with Jagan, the Paladin Aaron, and the young newly appointed knights, left Altea on the Grustian expedition. And away we go. Delta will be arriving shortly. This is your first real battle, is it not? Battles will be different from here on out. Defeat on the battlefield means death. And yes, that's the game's way of telling you that up until this point, people who fell during the prologue will still come back during the main campaign. But from here on out, if you choose classic mode, permadeath, obviously, right? This is actually, this we're talking about, this is the first game to include a casual mode as a feature. And it works exactly as it does in the likes of Awakening, Fates, etc. So, on that mode, if a character goes down in the battle, they will come back during the next fight. We're playing on Classic, obviously, so that does not apply to us. But it is worth knowing, this is the first game to do that. In fact, this game really set a lot of groundwork for things that Awakening, in particular, would use to sort of help newer players ease themselves into the series without fear of like super hardcore permadeath and things like that. Casual mode is definitely one of them, but there are some other little things here and there that this game was actually the first to do, and not Awakening as many people would think. Any allies you lose will never return. That is the harsh reality of war. You must take the utmost care not to get yourself killed. Of course, sire. And also, I don't know if I said this, but if the Avatar dies, it's an instant game over. Although, for the most part, from here on out, you don't actually ever have to field him, with like 1 or 2 exceptions. So there's that. So for people who hate Chris, at the very least, you can just not use him. I know that doesn't really help with his story presence, but from a gameplay perspective, you're totally free to just ignore him for the most part, honestly. People have done it. I'm pretty sure people have beat this on Lunatic Reverse without the Avatar, so it's certainly a possibility. You and everyone else, it would be wonderful if we could end this battle without losing anyone. Sire. Sire, we have made arrangements for a transport convoy. We will also have merchants accompanying us who will sell us weapons and items. I dare say they will be invaluable during battle preparations. Thank you, Sir Jagan. But let's begin our preparations at once. Yes, let us. Ooh, what's the timer looking like? Okay, I'll tell you what. I don't think there's enough time to do this and do the story for the actual map and do the map and do the story after the map. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to go through these talk conversations and talk about the new options and everything. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it there. I don't think that I can get through all of it. Running a little bit low on time as it is. Deltre, this is the first time you've been outside Altea, isn't it? Yes, sire. Did you come to Grust in the previous war? Indeed. In the War of Shadows, Grust was our enemy. However, the general and the people were not to blame. There were many admirable people that I did not want to fight. General Lorenz comes to mind. Fortunately, in the previous war, he fought as our ally. So, I will stand by you instead, Prince, and hope the future is a bit easier to spot from there. God, what a powerful looking dude. He's like Big Boss. That's what he looks like. Is it just me? He looks like Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid. I know it's such a weird comparison to make, but tell me he doesn't. He's got the beard. The hairstyle's kind of similar. Got the eye patch. Dude, he's a badass. I mean, what more can I say? They're like the same person, I'm telling you. Thanks to the war, Grust was devastated, and it now follows the kingdom of Arcania's rule. But by Arcania's grace, General Lorenz was allowed to govern it. He's an excellent leader who thinks of his people. It's because of him that the people of Grust can live in peace. I understand. But then I wonder, why did a rebellion occur? That I don't know. Just what is going on in this country? That's a good question. I like that it's laying the groundwork, though. We get a little bit more here. Deltre, how are the new knights? Sir, everyone is brimming with energy. Good to hear. About our expeditionary forces, I am already old and would be of no use in the front lines. Although apparently I also held off like 10, 15, 20 assassins by myself. Our main force will consist of you rookies, Gordon Drog and the Paladin Aaron. The strongest among us is Sir Aaron. Let me introduce you. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think the strongest among us is Deltre. Except that Aaron is a pre-promote, so he does have some cool things that he and only he can do. Royal Guard Deltre, this is the first time we talk face to face. I am Aaron. Deltre, sir, it is an honor to fight alongside you, sir.
Sir Aaron, as far as our reports go, our enemies are bandits. They're no match for a paladin like you. Of course. However, Sir Jagan, if possible, please give a chance to Deltrain the other new knights. I can't become much stronger than I already am. However, they're young and have potential. Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. They're actually telling you, without outright telling you, that you shouldn't be using Aaron too much because his growth rates are essentially trash. They're really bad. They're not good at all by any stretch of the imagination. But again, he does have his uses. He's a very high utility unit at this point in the game. Considering that he's promoted, it means that he has a lot of access to other classes that the rest of your characters cannot utilize. So he's good for the early game. Absolutely. And he also has Silver Lance, as you might expect. He is the Jagan of this game. This is not... Let's get back on topic, though, eh? As Deltrain and the others experience actual battles, they should eventually grow enough to surpass me. Ah, Sir Aaron. Deltrain, gain strength in the battlefield and surpass me as soon as possible. The one who will support the future of Altea isn't me, it's you. Yes, sir, I'll bear that in mind. Alright, I'll bear in mind the importance of being a Knight of Altea. Alright, cool. So with those talks out of the way, we get a little bit of groundwork here, and it does give you some gameplay advice. It doesn't just throw you right out there to the wolves, which is good if this is your first game. Obviously, on Lunatic Reverse, it's just kind of like, it's one of those things that's like, why are you even telling me this? But I can't fault the game for including features and exposition to make the lives of new players easier. So this is the armory. I believe you can simply buy basic weapons here. I shouldn't be able to buy anything crazy. No, you can't. You can just buy the basic weaponry. However, once you beat the game a single time on Lunatic mode, you unlock the ability to buy up to 3 of any one stat booster. So I can't just infinitely buy energy drops or what have you, but there are 3 energy drops, 3 spirit dust, so on and so forth. 3 of every single stat booster, including the arm scroll. If you're not familiar with arm scrolls, for whatever reason, they boost your weapon rank by 1 stage. So you can definitely take advantage of this. I'm going to be using these stat boosters, absolutely. Right now, I'm not entirely sure that I need to get them. It is very strange that you have viable stat boosters just as an option. You know, it's so strange to me in a lot of ways, but I think it's perfectly balanced in the sense that they still cost a reasonable amount of money. And you're going to want to save those funds for other things too, so I can't just spam these stat boosters, make an all-powerful unit, and immediately roll the game, because then I'm going to be poor. And that's not good. You don't want to be broke. Definitely want money for other things. And also their limited nature also sort of prevents that scenario. Not only that, but you can also access the Forge from this menu, which allows you to power up any weapon. It works the same way that it did in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, more or less, except that you can forge any item that you have. There are no preset forges, right? So you don't buy a steel sword and forge it and then have a full use forged steel sword. You actually use your existing items, so that's something to consider. For example, if I took the rapier and forged it when it was only at 10 uses, for example, my new forge would still only have 10 uses, so that's something to consider. But you can adjust the stats of the weapon in any way that you like, up to plus 10 might, up to like plus 50 hit, I think. Yeah, up to plus 50 hit, and then you can add 15, 20, 30 crit, something like that. Obviously, you would never make a weapon like this, but it's something you could do if you really wanted to. The trick with forges in this game is that because you can forge any, well, not any item, but most items, the real trick is saving it for your effective weaponry, such as dragon pikes. So what are some other good ones? Bows are actually not a bad one to forge because they're good against flyers, so I can see myself wanting to do a really strong steel bow or something like that. Horse slayers, of course, wing spear, etc., but you would certainly want to save it for the likes of dragon pikes, is what I'm thinking mainly. Of course, aside from that, there's not really any limits to it. I believe you can only do 1 forge per map, correct me if I'm wrong, but other than that, it's exactly what you think. Inventory, I don't know why that says new. We had the inventory, what's going on? And then, of course, the big elephant in the room, the reclass system, which allows you to take a unit and transpose them into a different class. There's only a few real limits to this. The only real limit to this reclass system, you can see there up in the upper right, it says 5 out of 5 horse units. Now that actual
The maximum number of units that you could have in a given class is determined by the amount of units so far that you have recruited in that class, plus an additional one. So, for example, there are 4 Cavaliers / Paladins that I have available to me at this point in the game. Plus 1, it gives me 5. So you can see there I'm at the limit there, so I have 5 Cavaliers. Because the 4 potential Cavaliers that I can have plus 1. So that's how that limit works. Other than that, you can essentially take a male character specifically and make them into just about anything that you want to make them, which is pretty neat. It lends itself to a lot of different and interesting strategies that you wouldn't normally see, and it really increases the versatility of characters. It's why somebody like Chris is so overbearing. It's why he's so overpowered, because he has the versatility and the stats to back it up to change into just about anything comfortably. So, like, I could make him a fighter right here, or a pirate rather. I'm certainly thinking about it. I could make him a hunter if I needed extra bow support, whatever. You know, it really does. It just increases the versatility of units by so much. I know that a lot of people don't really like that aspect of it though, because they feel that it reduces the uniqueness of certain characters. Now, to an extent, I do understand that argument. However, I still think that with the reclass system, it only adds to the distinction that characters have in terms of gameplay, of course. Now, storyline, there's really no contesting it. It makes no sense for, like, I don't know, Luke to suddenly become a mage. You know, that just wouldn't really happen storyline perspective wise. But insofar as gameplay, it doesn't really hurt the variety, in my opinion, because certain characters will still do better as certain classes no matter what. And for example, let me give you a good one right here. A character like Drog is so much better with the reclass available to him than he would be without. Because you can see here, I can automatically make him like a fighter. He's really fast, a pirate, a hunter. I can do all of these great things with him that I wouldn't be able to do if he were restricted to only being a knight. You know what I mean? If he were only able to be a knight, he would be much worse as a unit. But because I have this flexibility, he can do some really great things. He can do some really great things for sure. And that sort of applies to other characters as well. And it's also worth considering that characters that join in certain classes tend to have better weapon ranks, which do matter quite a bit in this game. Between the weapon rank bonuses, weapon triangle, and what have you. So it's not as if all variety is lost just because of the reclass option in and of itself. So I really think that from a gameplay perspective, it's almost certainly a positive thing. But I am going to play on the safe side. I'm going to assume that I don't have time to do this chapter here, so we are going to call it. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and or a comment. I always appreciate those, guys. And next time, we are going to go on to the game proper. Only taking us 3 parts to get there. But hey, that's how we roll, I guess. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. See you then. Peace.